Now then, you lovely lot, Happy New Year to you. I hope you all had a good Christmas and New Year. I know it's not for everybody, so if you're in that category, you've made it through, another year done, well done. It's very cold today, which is why I've got my shawl on, but it's nice and clear and it's not raining, which is a plus. We've had a lot of rain. Yeah, it's been a while. Been a while, hasn't it? I know. I think October was my last video. We decided in our infinite wisdom to have a new kitchen put in. Work started on that the first week of December. So 3 weeks of cooking on a 2-burner camping stove in the front room was not great fun. But you know, it was all in time for Christmas. So now we've just got the finishing touches to do. And I'm very pleased. It looks lovely, so that's great. I noticed on YouTube that a lot of people are doing a look back over 2024, all the things I've made in 2024 and things like that. I'm not going to do that. When I looked back, I had an awful lot of finishes. I did finish a lot of quilts, but I think the only two that I kept that were mine were the layer cake one that I've got a picture of here, and also Ailish's Hourglass, which has now since gone to Ailish. But everything else, all the other quilts that I finished were either for people work-wise or were charity quilts and have been given. And the last of those went off before Christmas, which was really nice and were very well received, I believe. So so there's been a lot of finishes, but not much of mine, which is something that I'm going to try and correct this year. So I'm not going to do a look back. There were lots of little finishes, but nothing, you know, not a huge pile like some people have been showing. But anyway, so anyway, 2025, I'm going to be I'm going to try and be more organised, and so as a result of which I have, I got given one of these the previous Christmas, I think, Christmas 2023, which is a maker's workbook, and I'll put the link in down below. But it basically gives you the opportunity to record your finishes. So my aim is to start using this year and to keep a better record of what I've been making and finished. So that's that. So I've got that one, and then my good friend Melinda also bought me one last year, so which is along the same sort of vein. So I've got both of those. So I'm going to try and be more organised and keep a record of what I finish. So that's an intention for this year. So I started the year with a little quilt top. New Year's Day was absolutely horrible here. It absolutely chucked it down. It was just so horrible. So I decided I was just going to sit and sew. And I made a bag for my youngest son's girlfriend over Christmas, which was a bag by Just Annie, which I'll put just here, which came out much bigger than I anticipated, but I was very pleased with it, and she was very happy with it as well. But quilt wise, I have this little quilt top, and I'll put a picture in alongside it as well. So when I do clubs and classes for work, last year I based all of our blocks that we made throughout the year on a sort of a 4-patch. So if you look at all of the blocks in here, they're all made up really of different kinds of 4 patches. And I used these as an opportunity to try and revise some different techniques and things like that. So this one was our first one in the year, 4-patch, and we use this as a bit of sort of like an accuracy check for our 1/4-inch seam allowances, you know, how accurate our cutting was. This one, we use this as a little refresher for paper foundation piecing. we did, what else did we do? We did this one. This was a paper foundation piece, but we used this as the freezer paper method. So yes, so they're all just, I used them all as an opportunity to review some different techniques, half square triangles, and said to people, if you use the same fabric throughout the year, then at the end of the year you've got a quilt that you can put together, which is what I've done with this quilt top. So it's not very big, and I used a pack of Bonnie and Camille fat eights that I had in my drawer that my husband brought me back from a trip to when he was in Australia, I think some years ago. So because it was fat eights, I was really sort of scraping the bottom of the barrel fabric wise by the end of it, and really haven't got much left of it, to be perfectly honest. So I've got the posts that were a fat eighth as well, but the corner posts and the binding are going to be in a different range. It's still Bonnie and Camille, but it's a different range, but I think it will still go because I just didn't want to have to buy any more fabric. The Cupboard of Doom has reached epic proportions at the moment. We are at the stage where we are opening the door, throwing things in and then shutting it really carefully, and if you open the door you do so at your own risk basically, because you're not quite sure what's going to jump out and get you if you open the door. So yes, the aim of the year is to try and bring some of that fabric under control a little bit and just use some of it and not buy quite so much. Anyway, we'll see how that one goes, shall we? So yes, so that was my first little quilt top of the year, and I'm going to go in and take it into classes over the next month or so, but that will then go on the frame. That'll be the first thing on the frame this year. I've got a quilt to do for somebody first, and then that will go on there. The other one that I've got knocking around still is the Flying Geese one. I did mention this on a previous video. I'm at the stage where I'm really fed up to the back teeth of this one. I've had it around for so long. Look, it's been scrunched up in a bag. It's just, yeah, it's not good. But I've got, what have I got? 6 blocks there. I have enough ready to go for another 6 blocks. I was contemplating making it into 2 quilt tops, but I think I might just put it together as one big one and just get it over and done with. It's been hanging around for over a year now. It needs to get done. So that's my next one. And if I'm completely honest with it, it's not brilliantly pieced. It's not my best piece of work because I've dipped in, come back, gone away again, dipped in again, and I think that shows. So aim is to get that one done. So there's a couple of intentions for you. I'm also going to try and get on here a little bit more often. Again, don't hold your breath, will you? But we'll see how that one goes. I have reached a milestone though. I think around October time I hit 1,000 subscribers. So to all of you who have pressed that subscribe button, thank you so much. I'm over the moon, I really am. It probably won't make the blind bit of notice, but it was very nice to reach that milestone. So thank you very much. I think my timer is about to go off any second, so I will love you and leave you. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all keeping warm if you're in a cold climate, and I will be back soon. Thanks ever so much. Take care. Bye.